You're gonna hear about my party, they're gonna be shutting them down, they're gonna probably be arresting me, doing all types of crazy things just because we wanna have a good time.
In recent months, Sean Combs, widely known by his stage names Diddy, Puffy, and P. Diddy, has faced a litany of disturbing allegations that threaten to overshadow his legacy as a music mogul and cultural icon. Once celebrated for his contributions to hip-hop and his extravagant lifestyle, Diddy now stands accused of heinous crimes that have left many stunned and horrified. The accusations include RICO conspiracy, sexual assault, coercion, and even violent crimes. Charges that, if proven true, could result in a complete collapse of his empire. This report delves into the details of these allegations, the ongoing legal battles, and the broader implications for the entertainment industry. Cassie Ventura, breaking the silence. The cascade of allegations began with Cassandra Cassie Ventura, Diddy's former partner, who filed a lawsuit accusing him of years of abuse and manipulation. Cassie, a singer and model who had a long-term relationship with the mogul, described a harrowing experience of physical, emotional, and sexual abuse. In her lawsuit, Cassie claimed that Diddy often used his power and influence to control her, isolating her from loved ones and forcing her to participate in degrading acts. One of the most damning pieces of evidence supporting Cassie's claims was CCTV footage showing Diddy physically attacking her in a hotel hallway. The video, which went viral online, painted a stark picture of a man willing to use violence to assert control. "I've lived in silence and fear for too long," Cassie stated in an emotional public address. "It's time to speak out, not just for myself, but for every woman who has endured similar abuse." Cassie's close friend, Tiffany Red, corroborated these allegations in a public interview. "He's dangerous," Tiffany said, recounting her own encounters with Diddy's intimidating behavior. She detailed how Diddy allegedly forced Cassie into intimate encounters with others during what he called freak-offs, multi-day events involving physical abuse, illegal substances, and coerced sexual acts. Tiffany's testimony further highlighted the culture of fear and control surrounding Diddy, describing him as a master manipulator who weaponized his wealth and influence. Damian Williams takes the case. The allegations against Diddy gained significant traction when Damian Williams, the prosecutor who previously secured Ghislaine Maxwell's conviction, announced he would be leading the case. Williams's indictment accused Diddy of RICO conspiracy, detailing a pattern of coercion, threats, and physical abuse. According to Williams, Diddy's freak-offs were far from consensual. Victims were allegedly intoxicated with illegal substances and coerced into participating in disturbing acts. Combs used force, threats, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sexual performances with male commercial sex workers, Williams stated during a press briefing. He revealed that Diddy often recorded these events without the participants' consent, further exploiting them for his own gratification. The indictment also highlighted the role of Diddy's infamous all-white parties, which were marketed as exclusive and glamorous gatherings, but allegedly served as a front for predatory behavior. These parties, attended by numerous high-profile individuals, are now under scrutiny as more victims come forward with similar stories. Lil Rod Jones' shocking testimony. Among those who have spoken out against Diddy is music producer Lil Rod Jones. In a chilling lawsuit, Jones detailed his experiences at Diddy's mansion, describing it as a hub for exploitation and abuse. "The tales you've heard about his freak-offs are true," Jones claimed. He recounted being forced to participate in activities far beyond his role as a producer, painting a picture of a toxic environment fueled by power and fear. One of the most horrifying allegations in Jones's lawsuit involves a shooting incident in September 2022. According to Jones, Diddy and his son, Justin Combs, were involved in an altercation with a friend named G at a recording studio. The argument escalated, and multiple gunshots were fired in a nearby bathroom. Jones, who was just 2 feet away, described the terror he felt as the shots rang out. He recalled trying to save G's life by applying pressure to his wounds and carrying him to an ambulance, all while Diddy and Justin allegedly fled the scene. Jones's lawsuit alleges that Diddy coerced him into lying to authorities, instructing him to claim that the shooting was the result of a drive-by. "I've been living in fear ever since," Jones said in a recent interview. He claims to have video evidence supporting his allegations, which could prove pivotal as the case unfolds. A pattern of predation. The accusations against Diddy extend far beyond Cassie and Jones. Since his arrest in September 2024, an increasing number of victims have come forward, each sharing similar accounts of abuse, harassment, and coercion. These allegations paint a disturbing pattern of behavior, with Diddy allegedly using his wealth and influence to exploit vulnerable individuals. One particularly troubling lawsuit comes from a man identified as John Doe, who claims that Diddy assaulted him at an all-white party in the Hamptons in 1998. "Don't you want to be a star?" Diddy allegedly asked, using the promise of fame to manipulate the teenager into compliance. Other lawsuits include allegations from women who claim they were drugged and assaulted at Diddy's parties. One Jane Doe, a college freshman at the time, recounted being lured to a hotel room, offered drinks spiked with illegal substances, and forced to engage in sexual acts under the threat of violence. Another woman alleged that Diddy violently attacked her in a bathroom during a party for Biggie Smalls' music video, "One More Chance," slamming her head against a wall and assaulting her when she tried to resist. A growing wave of legal battles. As the allegations mount, Diddy is now facing a tidal wave of lawsuits. Attorney Tony Busby, known for his work on high-profile cases, announced that he is representing victims in 120 additional lawsuits. "Our youngest victim was just 9 years old at the time of the abuse," Busby revealed, emphasizing the scale and severity of the allegations. The lawsuits span decades, with incidents reportedly occurring as far back as the 1990s. Many victims allege that Diddy leveraged his social status to lure them into compromising situations, often under the pretense of career opportunities. Once isolated, they were subjected to various forms of abuse, ranging from coercion to outright violence. The sheer number of victims and the consistency of their accounts have led many to question how Diddy's behavior remained hidden for so long. High-profile connections and potential complicity. One of the most controversial aspects of the case is the involvement of other high-profile individuals. Victims have alleged that Diddy's parties often included participation from celebrities and industry insiders who were complicit in the abuses. While none of these individuals have been publicly named or charged, speculation is rife that some may be cooperating with authorities as witnesses. "This wasn't just one man acting alone," a source close to the investigation stated. "There's a network of complicity that allowed these crimes to go unchecked." The revelation that other prominent figures may have been involved has sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry, prompting calls for greater accountability and transparency. Minors among the victims. One of the most harrowing aspects of the allegations against Diddy is the involvement of minors. Out of the 120 individuals who have filed lawsuits, a significant portion were underage at the time of the alleged incidents. Prosecutors have revealed that some victims were as young as 14 and 15 years old. The involvement of minors adds a layer of gravity to the accusations, highlighting a pattern of predatory behavior that extends across age groups. The revelations have prompted questions about how those close to Diddy, His family, employees, and friends could have been unaware of his actions. Many speculate that fear played a significant role in their silence. Diddy's reputation as a dangerous individual, capable of retaliating against those who opposed him, may have deterred potential whistleblowers. This culture of fear underscores the immense power dynamics at play, where victims and witnesses alike felt powerless to speak out. The role of wealth and connections. Diddy's ability to avoid consequences for his alleged actions has often been attributed to his vast wealth and extensive network of influential connections. Over the years, he has built an empire that extends beyond music into fashion, spirits, and other business ventures, amassing a fortune that has afforded him unparalleled access to powerful individuals. Candace Owens, a political commentator, recently remarked on this dynamic during an episode of Piers Morgan's show. "The recent revelations about Diddy come as no surprise to me," she said, describing his behavior as an open secret within the industry. Owens asserted that Diddy's inner circle, including influential figures in politics and entertainment, likely knew about his actions but chose to remain silent. She even likened his behavior to that of Jeffrey Epstein, suggesting that Diddy may have collected blackmail material on other high-profile individuals. This theory gained traction following the Federal Bureau of Investigation's raid on Diddy's estates in March, where investigators reportedly seized electronic devices and documents. Speculation abounds that these items could contain incriminating evidence, including videos from Diddy's infamous freak-off parties. These gatherings, allegedly characterized by coerced sexual acts and drug use, were reportedly attended by numerous celebrities, raising questions about the complicity of other prominent figures. Hollywood's complicity. The entertainment industry's response to the allegations against Diddy has been notably muted compared to the fallout from similar scandals, such as the exposure of Harvey Weinstein. While Weinstein's downfall prompted widespread condemnation from Hollywood, only a handful of high-profile figures have addressed Diddy's situation. Piers Morgan noted this discrepancy during his show, suggesting that fear of retaliation or guilt by association could be factors. "There were a lot of people attending these parties who must have known what was happening," Morgan said. "The silence from Hollywood is deafening." This silence has fueled speculation about the extent to which other celebrities may be implicated in Diddy's alleged activities. As the legal proceedings unfold, it remains to be seen whether more names will be revealed and whether the industry will confront its complicity in enabling such behavior. A history of allegations. The current charges against Diddy are not the first time he has faced serious accusations. Despite rebranding himself as Brother Love in recent years, his past is marred by a history of alleged violence and misconduct. These incidents date back to the 1990s, during the height of his rise in the music industry. One of the earliest reported incidents occurred during Diddy's college years at Howard University. Witnesses recall an alarming episode outside the Harriet Tubman Quadrangle dorm, where Diddy, then known as Puff, was allegedly seen attacking his girlfriend. According to onlookers, he was shouting and striking her with what appeared to be a belt, while the woman cried and tried to defend herself. Despite the commotion and the involvement of multiple witnesses, no formal action was taken against him. Another notable incident took place in 1998, when Diddy reportedly assaulted Steve Stout, then the manager of rapper Nas. The altercation stemmed from Stout's decision to release a version of Nas' music video, "Hate Me Now," that included a crucifixion scene featuring Diddy, a scene Diddy had explicitly requested to be removed. Enraged, Diddy and two associates stormed into Stout's New York City office and attacked him with a champagne bottle. Stout later claimed the assault left him with a broken arm and jaw, though Diddy denied causing any serious injuries. He was charged with second-degree assault and ordered to attend an anger management class. But the incident did little to curb his alleged violent tendencies. Allegations of domestic abuse. Diddy's personal relationships have also been fraught with allegations of abuse. In 2019, Gina Huyn, one of his ex-girlfriends, publicly accused him of physical violence during their 5-year relationship. In an interview with blogger Tasha K., Gina described a particularly brutal incident where Diddy stomped on her stomach, leaving her breathless, and punched her in the back of the head. "He was mentally, emotionally, and physically abusing me," she said, adding that Diddy frequently compared her to his other ex, Cassie Ventura. According to sources close to Diddy, this pattern of abuse extended to other relationships, including his long-term partnership with the late Kim Porter, the mother of his children. Friends of Porter have claimed that she endured similar cycles of manipulation and violence, but remained silent, perhaps out of fear or a desire to protect her children. Jealousy and control. Diddy's alleged abusive behavior was not limited to romantic relationships. Reports suggest that his jealousy and need for control often extended to his professional and social circles. One particularly disturbing incident occurred in 2000 at the wedding of music executive L.A. Reid. According to witnesses, Diddy violently attacked Shakir Stewart, a music executive who had been romantically linked to Kim Porter. Stewart's mother, Portia Larry, later recounted how Diddy smashed a chair over Stewart's head, leaving him bleeding on the hotel floor. The attack was reportedly so severe that Stewart required stitches, and his mother begged him to stay away from Diddy and Porter for his own safety. Workplace abuse and toxic culture. Diddy's alleged mistreatment of those around him was not confined to his personal life. Former employees have described a toxic workplace culture at Bad Boy Records, marked by fear and intimidation. Kirk Burroughs, a co-founder and former president of the label, claimed he witnessed Diddy physically assault a female employee in the office. Burroughs, who was fired in 1997, described an environment where staff were expected to tolerate abusive behavior as part of the job. These accounts contribute to a broader picture of a man who allegedly used his position of power to exploit and mistreat those around him, whether they were romantic partners, friends, or employees. The consistency of these allegations across different aspects of his life underscores the systemic nature of the abuse. The Club New York shooting incident. One of the most infamous episodes in Combs's career occurred in December 1999 at Club New York. Combs and his then-protégé, Jamal Barrow, known as Shine, were involved in an altercation that escalated into gunfire. The incident reportedly began when Combs accidentally knocked a drink out of Matthew "Scar" Allen's hand, sparking a heated argument. Witnesses claimed that someone in the group threw money in Combs's face, prompting further tension. During the chaos, Allen allegedly threatened Barrow, which led to weapons being drawn. Shine reportedly fired 3 shots into the crowded nightclub, injuring 3 people. Police arrested Combs after 2 9mm guns were found in his vehicle. Prosecutors accused him of bribing his driver to take responsibility for the weapons, while a witness testified that both Combs and Shine fired guns during the altercation. Although Combs was acquitted of all charges, Shine was convicted on 5 counts, including assault and reckless endangerment, and sentenced to 10 years in prison. The incident marked a significant turning point in Combs's public image, highlighting the volatile nature of his lifestyle and associations. The death row feud and Big Jake Robles' shooting. Another major conflict tied to Combs involves the long-standing feud between Bad Boy Records and Death Row Records. The rivalry, fueled by personal and professional tensions, culminated in a tragic incident outside Atlanta's Platinum City Club in 1995. According to then Fulton County Sheriff Deputy Chris Howard, an argument erupted between the entourages of Combs and Death Row co-founder Suge Knight. Howard escorted Combs's group outside, believing the situation to be de-escalated. However, as Knight's friend and security guard, Big Jake Robles, was about to enter a limousine, a man associated with Combs's crew reportedly appeared with a weapon. Howard claimed the gunman handed the weapon to another individual, who shot Robles multiple times. Robles succumbed to his injuries at an Atlanta hospital. While Combs has consistently denied involvement, Knight has publicly blamed him for the incident, further intensifying the feud between the two labels. Personal jealousy and romantic entanglements. Combs's romantic relationships have often been fraught with jealousy and control, as exemplified by an incident involving the late Kim Porter. In 2000, during the wedding of music executive L.A. Reid, Combs reportedly confronted Shakir Stewart, who had been romantically linked to Porter. Witnesses claimed that an enraged Combs tracked Stewart to his hotel room and assaulted him with a chair, leaving him bleeding and requiring stitches. Stewart's mother, Portia Larry, later revealed that Combs had threatened her son's life, prompting her to urge him to stay away from Porter. This incident underscores Combs's alleged tendency to let personal grievances spiral into violence, further tarnishing his image as a public figure. Gina Huyen's accusations of domestic abuse. In 2019, Gina Huyen, one of Combs's former girlfriends, publicly accused him of physical abuse during their 5-year relationship. Huyen detailed incidents where Combs stomped on her stomach and punched her in the back of the head, leaving her both physically and emotionally traumatized. She described him as mentally, emotionally, and physically abusive, claiming he frequently compared her unfavorably to his other ex, Cassie Ventura. He would say, "You're the bad one, she's the good one," Huyen revealed, illustrating a pattern of manipulation and emotional cruelty. Workplace conflicts and toxic culture. Combs's behavior has also extended into his professional life, where former employees have accused him of creating a toxic workplace environment. Kirk Burroughs, a co-founder and former president of Bad Boy Records, recounted an incident in 1994 where Combs allegedly assaulted a female employee in the office. Burroughs, who was fired in 1997, described an environment rife with intimidation and fear, where employees felt compelled to tolerate abusive behavior to maintain their positions. Felicia Newsom, another former employee, described a separate incident where she had to physically restrain Combs during a fight between two women. "I was holding him by the waist, telling him, 'You need to calm down. This isn't your fight,'" Newsom recalled. These accounts contribute to a broader pattern of aggression and volatility that seems to permeate all aspects of Combs's life. Celebrity clashes, feuds with J. Cole and Drake. In 2013, Combs was reportedly involved in a confrontation with rapper J. Cole at an MTV VMAs after-party. According to multiple sources, a visibly intoxicated Combs confronted Kendrick Lamar over his bold claim of being the King of New York in the song Control. Witnesses alleged that Combs attempted to throw a drink on Lamar, prompting J. Cole to intervene. The situation escalated into a brief physical altercation before security intervened. While both Combs and J. Cole later downplayed the incident, Cole referenced it in his 2021 song Let Go My Hand, rapping, "My last scrap was with Puff Daddy. Who would have thought it?" The dispute with Drake. A year later, in December 2014, Combs allegedly punched Drake during a heated argument over the beat that became Drake's hit song 0 to 100. The altercation reportedly occurred outside LIV nightclub during a DJ Khaled-hosted event. Witnesses claimed that Combs confronted Drake, accusing him of disrespect and escalating the argument to physical blows. While Combs later denied hitting Drake, Stating that the two were friends, the incident added to his growing reputation for engaging in high-profile conflicts. The UCLA incident, defending his son. In 2015, Combs found himself at the center of another controversy, this time involving his son, Justin Combs, a football player at UCLA. Reports suggest that Combs confronted assistant coach Sal Alosi after Alosi reprimanded Justin during practice. The situation escalated when Combs allegedly grabbed the coach and swung a kettlebell at an intern. Combs's representatives claimed his actions were defensive, aimed at protecting his son, but the incident further fueled criticism of his temper and propensity for violence. Ultimately, the Los Angeles district attorney chose not to file assault charges. A pattern of behavior. From nightclub shootings to personal altercations, the incidents outlined above reveal a consistent pattern of aggression, control, and a willingness to resort to violence. These behaviors provide critical context for the recent allegations against Combs, which include serious charges of abuse and exploitation. While he has yet to face trial for these claims, his history casts doubt on his public denials and raises questions about how such a pattern could go unchecked for so long. As the legal battles unfold, the world watches to see whether Combs will finally be held accountable for his actions. For his alleged victims, the hope is that justice will bring closure to years of pain and silence. For Combs, the stakes could not be higher, as his empire teeters on the edge of collapse under the weight of these allegations. The impact on Diddy's legacy. Sean Combs's reputation as a music mogul, entrepreneur, and cultural icon is now in tatters. Known for his influential role in shaping the careers of artists like the notorious B.I.G. and Mary J. Blige, Diddy was once a symbol of success and resilience in the face of adversity. However, the allegations against him reveal a darker side, one that stands in stark contrast to his public persona. For many, the revelations are a sobering reminder of the power dynamics that permeate the entertainment industry. "This isn't just about one man," said a prominent women's rights advocate. "It's about an industry that has enabled and protected predators for far too long." As the legal battles unfold, the world will be watching closely to see whether justice is served. For the victims, this moment represents an opportunity to reclaim their voices and demand accountability. For Sean Combs, it marks the potential end of an era, as the weight of these allegations threatens to bring his empire crashing down. The road ahead. As the lawsuits against Sean "Diddy" Combs continue to mount, the legal battles are likely to uncover more disturbing details about his alleged actions. For the victims, this moment represents an opportunity to seek justice and hold him accountable for decades of alleged abuse and exploitation. For Diddy, the stakes could not be higher. His empire, carefully built over decades, now stands on the brink of collapse. The revelations have also sparked broader conversations about the culture of silence and complicity within the entertainment industry. As more victims come forward, the case against Diddy may serve as a turning point, challenging the systems that have allowed such behavior to persist unchecked. Whether justice will be served remains to be seen. But one thing is clear: the era of silence is over.